Hello explorers, and welcome back. Let's talk about a strange occurrence that took place during the late Bronze Age, a time of prosperity and cultural exchange. From the sun-drenched cities of the Aegean to the fertile Nile Delta, civilizations flourished. But on the horizon a storm gathered. Out of the vastness of the Mediterranean, a new force emerged, the Sea Peoples. The term Sea Peoples is used to refer to a collection of different groups who attacked Egypt, the Levant, Anatolia and the Aegean. These people are believed to have come from the northern and western Mediterranean regions, possibly from the Aegean, Anatolia or even further west in the central Mediterranean. They came in waves, relentless and fierce. Their longships, laden with warriors, descended upon coastal settlements. Some researchers believe that the Sea Peoples may have been involved in the fall of several other Bronze Age civilizations, including the Hittite Empire, the Mycenaean Greek states, and the cities of the Levant, like Ugarit. The Sea Peoples. Who were they? These mysterious raiders may refer to distinct tribes, each with its own culture or origin, or they may represent larger migrations from various regions. Their attacks were swift and brutal. Armed with swords, spears and axes, they overwhelmed their foes. No coast was safe. Their raids are thought to have occurred across several decades, impacting the eastern Mediterranean and contributing to the overall destabilization of the region. The established civilizations along the coasts, centuries in the making, began to crumble under their onslaught. Who were these enigmatic warriors? What drove them from their homes to terrorize the Mediterranean? The answers, lost to the mists of time, remain elusive. But their story, pieced together from fragments of stone and echoes in ancient texts, is one of both intrigue and fascination. Imagine the terror of a Bronze Age fisherman spotting the Sea People's sails on the horizon. The news would spread like wildfire. Panic would grip the city. The Egyptians, with their mighty pharaohs, were the last bastion against this tide of destruction. Ramses III, the great pharaoh, faced their fury head-on. His scribes recorded the clash in detail. Carvings depict fierce battles, Egyptian chariots charging into hordes of Sea People warriors. Ramses, though victorious, recognized the grave threat they posed. He was not the only one. Hittite texts, found far to the north, speak of a relentless enemy coming from the sea. These records, fragmented and incomplete, paint a picture of widespread panic and devastation. The very foundations of the Bronze Age world were shaken. The Sea People's impact was profound. Trade routes, the lifeblood of the ancient world, were disrupted. Empires teetered on the brink of collapse. The attacks of the Sea Peoples coincide with the end of the Bronze Age and the beginning of the so-called Dark Ages in the Mediterranean world. We know of the Sea Peoples not from their own words, but from those they threatened. Their origins remain shrouded in mystery. Were they a single people, united under a common banner, or a loose confederation of tribes driven by desperation or ambition? Egyptian carvings offer tantalizing clues. They depict the Sea Peoples as a diverse group with distinct clothing, hairstyles and weaponry. Some scholars believe they came from the Aegean islands, displaced by upheaval or natural disasters. Others point to Anatolia or even further afield. Recent archaeological discoveries have added fuel to the fire. Excavations in Israel and Cyprus have unearthed evidence of cultural connections to the Aegean and beyond. Could these be the remnants of Sea People settlements? Clues to their origins and way of life. The mystery deepens. The Sea Peoples, though fierce warriors, were not simply agents of chaos. They brought with them their own beliefs, their own stories. Their impact on the ancient world extended far beyond the battlefield, influencing art, culture, and even the course of religion. Some experts suggest a perfect storm of factors drove the Sea People's migration. Climate change, famine, overpopulation, a deadly combination. Forced from their homelands, they sought new lands to conquer. The Mediterranean, once a highway of commerce, became a battleground for survival. Others propose internal strife. Perhaps a power struggle among Bronze Age kingdoms led to the Sea People's rise. Were they mercenaries, hired guns in a larger conflict? or refugees fleeing the destruction of their own civilizations. Despite decades of research, their language remains undeciphered. Their motives, their desires remain a tantalizing enigma. Were they driven by greed, by a lust for conquest? Or were they, as some scholars suggest, seeking a new beginning, a chance to rebuild their shattered lives? The truth, like the depths of the sea itself, remains hidden from our view. But the search for answers continues, fueled by a fascination with these enigmatic warriors who, for a brief, terrifying moment, held the fate of the ancient world in their hands. Just as suddenly as they appeared, the Sea Peoples vanished from history. Their reign of terror, though devastating, was relatively short-lived. What became of them? Did they assimilate into the cultures they conquered, their identities lost to time? Some theories suggest they were defeated, crushed by the combined might of the Egyptians and their allies. Others propose internal strife, perhaps a fracturing of their alliances, led to their downfall. The sea, once their highway to conquest, may have ultimately swallowed them whole. Their story serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of civilization. The Bronze Age, for all its advancements, crumbled under the weight of their onslaught. The Sea Peoples, though long gone, left an indelible mark on the ancient world. This alone inspires contemplation of how history often leaves behind mysterious remnants that future societies can only interpret through fragmented evidence. Who were they? Why did they provoke such chaos? And why didn't they return? Perhaps their defeat by Ramses III squelched any further conquest attempts. We don't know, but let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next video.